Alrighty guys, so this is going to be the next video for this week. It's going to be the first release of June here for NLT Media. And if this video is helpful, consider subscribing to the channel because it helps me out a ton. And then also it'll be sent to you every time we update. Let's get right to this walkthrough and hopefully it's helpful. Alright, so first off, we're just going to have to go find Albert again. So let's go ahead and find him. Now, I have a good feeling that Albert's going to be at the full mass bar, so let's go ahead and check that out. Sure enough, there he is. Good old Albert. Oh, so here comes the nitroglycerin. This is probably going to get into that other section of the wall in the temple there. Oh, we might have a recipe for nitroglycerin as well. We need nitroglycerin to open up that last chest from the last update, and then also to make another rock bomb to blow through the wall in the temple. So she's saying sulfuric acid and glycerol. The nitric acid. Alright, so we need to go find something obviously in the office here. It's going to take the nitric acid, the glycerol, and the sulfuric acid, and then usually one more item to craft something. So let's see if we can find what we're looking for. Alright, so let's go see if we can find this next item here. We've got this item right here. Looks like we found some soap, which is pretty good. Okay, so let's go ahead and head our way to the temple there. Let's go on the right side. So that's weird. We actually opened these in the last update. I don't know why they're closed again. But we did find the nitroglycerin recipe. So we have the nitric acid, a basic container, sulfuric acid, and soap. we have a ton of basic containers. If you need more, you can always buy them at the Squall Mart. And the soap we just got, we have the nitric acid. We just need to find the sulfuric acid. So let's see if we can find that somewhere in this temple here. All right, so at the entrance of the cave or this temple is actually the mysterious gas that we are looking for. So let's head on back out there now that we know what the recipe is. This is the gas that they are talking about. So this is the sulfuric acid that somehow we just capture. But now we have everything that we need to actually go ahead and craft the nitroglycerin. So let's go ahead and craft this. We have the first basic container, the nitric acid, the soap, and the sulfuric acid. And that's going to make 2 times nitroglycerin. Interesting. So it actually gives you 2 when you have these ingredients, not just 1. Which is fantastic because now we can go ahead and open up that chest and make a rock bomb. Perfect. So on the right side here, we'll go on up. This is the one that required the nitroglycerin. For some reason, we opened these last time. I don't know if you guys remember that from the walkthrough, but it didn't save for some reason.
This might come in handy.
Grand Talisman for $12,000.
This could be helpful.
We get a Royal Talisman for $36,000.
This could be helpful.
For $144,000, we get a Talisman of the Gods. And actually, someone this morning was commenting in the video that I had for the walkthrough last, or 2 weeks ago. Here you go. If you want a Talisman of the Gods without farming, this is how you do it. $144,000. That's what it'll cost you. I'm down to $423,000. And for the nitroglycerin, this is the moment we've been waiting for since 2 weeks ago, since the last update. We get a rock bomb. So we don't even need to have to make a rock bomb with the extra nitroglycerin that we do have. That's perfect. Shoot. So at this point in the storyline, you actually have to give Albert one of your nitroglycerin tablets. But that's okay. I mean, we basically used what we needed it for, and that is really to open up this chest. So now that we have a rock bomb, we can go ahead and give that to Albert. Now, I don't know if you guys noticed this over here, but there's a little circle that they added, and it says light 14 torches to activate. I just wanted to quickly touch on that. I'm wondering if at some point with a new area that we get in this update or the next update, we're going to light another torch. Whatever's going to spawn here, I'm assuming is going to be a chest key of some sorts. We'll come back over here and check that out at a later date. But right now, let's go on back to Albert.
Hey there.
Hello there.
What's up?
Okay, so you have to talk to the doctor to give Albert the nitroglycerin pills, not Albert.
I appreciate it.
She's talking about pills in plural form, even though we only gave him one. So I would say definitely before you give Albert pills, use them to open that chest. It's free. Let's go ahead and talk to Jessica.
What would you like?
Whoa.
Hey there,
We just got the last heart for Jessica here. And that was the first scene out of the 2 scenes that they are releasing this week. Alright guys, so we have all of the hearts filled up except for Sophia. So I'm willing to guess that within this update or the next update we're going to find that last heart. But let's go on back to the temple there and see if we can find the last key segment now that we have the rock bomb for the left side. So let's go on the left side over here. Down on the bottom, right here, we can use a rock bomb. This is the moment we've been waiting for. So let's go ahead and use that bad boy.
It worked.
And this is going to be one of the new areas. There are 2 in this update. Holy smokes. Okay. So we've got first off, the key. Last key segment that we need. We have 2 chests over here. A whole bunch of either rats or cockroaches. I'm not too sure what these are. However, let's see how much antivenom we have. We have a total of 5. Now, if you guys have been using the antivenoms to just quickly breeze through these snake puzzles, it's foolish because this actually gives you an opportunity to have them as a reserve. You don't have to use them, as I showed you guys before in the last update. Simply leaving and coming back was able to actually despawn some of these snakes. So let's see if we can try that right now. Who knows? I'm not too sure if one left, but there may have been. Let me do it one more time. I think one did just leave just now. Yeah, I think they're despawning. Another one despawned. Another one just left. There goes that one. Now, I have no clue if this is supposed to be part of the game or not. However, might as well, right? Simple. You didn't have to use any antivenom at all. As you can see, I still have 5. Really simple as it gets. I didn't spend any time actually trying to go through a puzzle or anything. There you go. So these are little rats, I think.
This could be helpful.
And you don't have to pay any money to open these chests. You don't have to have any nitroglycerin or anything. And you get another antivenom. Perfect. I'm not too sure what these little rats do. So I don't really want to go and touch them unless I have to. But,
What do we have here?
another antivenom. So now we have 7. And that's good. There's one shiny little rat down here. What is that? That's weird. I don't know what that's all about.
This one.
But there's the last key, temple key segment. And now we can actually go ahead and... Alright, so that did something. I wasn't paying attention. I think it got rid of like a row of rats or something. I have no idea. But now we can go ahead and craft the temple key segment key, actually. So let's go ahead in here. And let's go ahead and craft this bad boy. Alright, so we have the 4th temple key part. So let's go ahead and use all of them.
It worked.
There we go. The Kasula Temple Key. And so now that little gated part where the two girls are, we're going to be able to go through that in this update. And that's going to be the second new area for this update. So let's try to figure out this little whole rat situation and figure out what this means, because I'm assuming this means something. I mean, why else would there be like a little bit of a puzzle going on here? And then we'll go ahead and check out that little area as well. Let's go ahead and collect these vases first. Stone Talisman. Stone.
What do we have here?
Talisman of the Gods. So there's another one. We've already got two.
This one. This one. What do we have here?
Let's go over on this side.
This one.
Stone.
What do we have here? What do we have here?
Another stone.
What do we have here? This one. What do we have here? What do we have here?
Alright, a whole bunch of stone talismans. Not really too sure what that means just yet. But, and I have no idea what this is. Like, I don't no idea what this is just yet. So maybe I'll figure this out at a later time and then throw it in at the end of this update. But as of right now, let's just keep pushing forward now that we have this temple key. So let's go ahead and check this bad boy out. Let's go back on the other side here. And this is the area that I was talking about. Whoa. Hold on a second. So these chests actually respond. And that is the reason why we can continually open these chests for money. So if you have money, go ahead and open them and you get the same items as before.
What do we have here?
Yeah, so if you spend $12,000, you get a Grand Talisman. If you spend $36,000, you get a Royal Talisman. You just want to spend $144,000, you'll get the Talisman of the Gods. Every single time you leave the area and coming back. Oh no, actually, you don't even have to leave. You can just go ahead and reopen it as much as you'd like, and you're going to get those items again. Now, I'm not exactly too sure how much these talismans will sell for. But we can go ahead and find out really quick. This might actually be... This would be silly if they threw this in the game, but you may actually be able to profit from this. Just a quick little side note here. Let's see if we can sell these to Diana.
Let me see what you found.
So let's do the Grand Talismans, because we have 16 of them.
Now, isn't this interesting?
It's $192. $192,000, excuse me. So that means you get $12,000 per Grand Talisman. So you're really just getting your money back. Because if we were to open this for $12,000, get a guaranteed Grand Talisman. If we were to go ahead and sell it,
let me see what you found.
you're going to get $12,000. So this is fantastic. If you guys need these talismans, the three talismans, the Grand Talisman, the Royal, and the Talisman of the Gods, you're basically paying the worth of that talisman for whatever purpose you may need it for. Either it's a recipe, or if you want to give it to Priscia, what you need, you have them now here, NLT, through that end of the game. So it's a great little transaction, fair transaction. For some reason, I thought maybe they might actually throw this in for the possibility of profit. But who knows? I mean, obviously they were smart enough not to do that and actually have us exploit that. So that's decent. But now we know that if you have a glycerin, nitroglycerin, you can open this, get a rock bomb immediately. And there's an easier way, potentially, to actually craft the nitroglycerin through the soap, the nitric acid, the sulfuric acid in the base container, since we have the base containers plentiful at Squallmart. Pretty neat. But let's go ahead and open this bad boy without further ado with the temple key. Nice. So it's just a little pressure plate that you open and get access to. Oh, this is gonna be great. I can already tell. I know where this is going. And this is what I've been waiting for. This is gonna be perfect. All right, so a couple things about this puzzle here. First off, the way you are looking, the direction in which you are facing, when you go to touch this pressure plate down below, is the way those two other characters are going to be moving. Now, you can step off the pressure plate at any time and they'll stop moving. So a really simple way to do this is, let's go ahead and first off, go on down below, face up, press the pressure plate, and then as they reach this area right up here, right before they hit these pillars on the top, step off of it, okay? So like this, like that. So now, if you go too far, it's not gonna work. So if you go up here, it won't work. But now we can actually position each one the way that we want it now. Be really careful, go down, go over to the right, and let's go ahead and work on this one over here first, okay? So go ahead and push it over and stop. And now they've moved themselves right to the top there. So let's go ahead and face up. Simply click upward on the pressure plate. And he will now position himself over there. Click over to the right a little bit, and then we'll move this one to this side by simply pressing on the pressure plate facing this way, and then simply just release as they come closer. Right there. So it does take a little bit of practice. If you need to, I suggest save the game before you do this, so that way you can just load right in if you make a mistake, or just leave the area, come on back. And this way, we now have the ability to push him up as well. So let's go over here to the left once more, go back to the right. Let's go to the left. And what's going to happen is there's going to be a rock that forms here, right there. And it stops that last character from moving, and then they both get sandwiched right on the spot again. So that's the best way to do this rock puzzle. And there you go. Now, I don't know if you guys noticed, but let's go on back really quick. This is that 14th torch. So let's go ahead and do that bad boy. You just need the lighter. If I can find it. There we go.
It worked.
That's the 14th torch has now been lit. So we can actually go back to that area where the scribe was on the ground there and collect whatever is going to spawn. So that spawns this little thing over here, and we have another chest key, and I'm assuming that's for the new Kama Sutra page that's going to be introduced in this chapter that we have yet to find. Okay, so let's go ahead and talk to Janet now.
What's on your mind?
Hello.
Now we have to go talk to Naomi. So let's go ahead over to Estero Key.
Yes.
What's new?
Okay. So let's go ahead and see if we can go ahead and talk to Sophia now. Okay. Let's go on back to the park here. Not exactly what I was hoping for. Because now we have to have Sophia, Naomi, and Janet. However, let's go ahead and meet them back at the park here. Oh, that's insane. That was the best one yet. That's what we've been waiting for, folks. Okay, quickly. They have absolutely outdone themselves with this update, but nonetheless, let's keep going through. And I want to go back to this temple here before we go to the mansion and collect whatever was in that area over there. I think it was, what, on the right side, on the top? Yeah, okay. So let's see if we can figure this out. Move our way over here. I have plenty of antivenoms. We can use them if we need to. But let's see. If we can just move over here like that, and boom, we're in. I didn't have to use an antivenom at all. You just got to get the timing right, so that way as it's going down on the bottom, like over here, it has to go over here, then up, and then to the left. So you can just time it correctly. We'll let the snake hit the bottom, and then you're good to go. Great. So this is going to be the Karma Sutra page for this. As you guys all know, we just got the chest key for the 14th torch. So this is for, that was for Naomi. Perfect. Now let's go ahead and collect all this treasure here. We have $603,000, and hopefully we're gonna get some good stuff here for this this update. $9,000. Grand Talisman, 9. Bunch of Grand Talismans here. Royal Talisman. Another Grand Talisman. Another Royal Talisman. The Grand Talismans sell for $36,000 each. Talisman of the Gods sell for $144,000 each. This is an absolute ton of money right now. This is insane. If you guys have not been able to purchase the last 2 updates for your home improvements, I'd say after this you're going to be able to do it. There's the last one. We now have that pretty much gained us just in gold alone, not even talking about talismans, $183,000 just about. Incredible. So let's go on back. When you leave, the snake like doesn't touch you anymore, which is weird, so that's perfect. Let's go on back to the mansion now and close out this walkthrough. All right, so nice. This is going to be a new area as well. So we had 2 new areas, and this is going to be like the new story area that we have access to, maybe. Look at his face. Oh my gosh. You kappa. I don't even know how to say that. Well. Oh my gosh, this is great. Oh my gosh. I wonder if Aaliyah has to be the one that says this. Jeez. Alright, so now it's Sam, Aaliyah's father. Holy smokes. Alright. What's over here? Oh yeah, we've already been here. I guess let's go ahead and go to Estero Key now. Try to convince this old fool to actually do something for us, which he's just gonna complain. As per usual. Aha, look at that. Sam was the key to all this after all. What in the world? Well, it should be like a Leo that pops up or something. Whoa! Look at Sophia. I think we're gonna get our final heart for Sophia too, maybe. Alright, so we didn't get that heart from Sophia. However, that was an insane update and a huge one nonetheless. Definitely one of the biggest ones, if not the biggest, ever released by NLT. So I'm blown away right now. They did a fantastic job in 2 weeks. They had this one brewing up for a little while. The last update was really short. I got a lot of complaints about it in the comments for the video. However, this one by far exceeds expectations, and this was totally version, I think this was 87061, my favorite in the series. The scenes, the actual storyline, everything came together and was just, it was fantastic. So drop a comment below, let me know what you guys thought. I mean, obviously this is not going to be the end of the story just yet, but we are very, very close. And hopefully even more answers will be answered next update in 2 weeks. So I will see you guys in 2 weeks. Thank you so much for watching. I appreciate it so much. My channel has grown tremendously since all you guys have been watching. So if you guys do like this video, consider subscribing to the channel. It helps out me a ton, and then it actually gets sent to you every time we do these updates. So on that note, thank you guys so much, and I'll be seeing you guys in 2 weeks. Thanks again.